folks. A very pleasant good afternoon. Gabe Farias and Dr. Daniel H. Kellum Jr. It's time for the KellumMD.com video podcast. Remember, this podcast is presented to you by Kellum Family Medicine, Kellum OBGYN, and Kellum Aesthetics and Wellness. You can visit KellumMD.com to book an appointment to do a plethora of things pertaining to Kellum and all of its subsidiaries. I've been learning big words since the last time we talked.
Learn to say them right.
I said that right. I'm learning a word for every hair I'm losing. So there you go.
You're gonna know like 12 languages.
Yeah, I'm like on the Dr. Kellum, like not even starter kit. I'm on the advanced direction. Yes, it's okay. We're getting old. We're getting wise, right?
I'm wise.
Speaking of getting old, you and I have both got fathers who are gracefully so much. I hope that we can end up where our dads are, which is, Dr. Kellum and the owner of Kellum Medical right there off of, just the foundation of what you do, medicine. And my father, Joe Farias, who is the foundation of everything that I do. But those guys have aged gracefully.
They have.
And what you like doing and what you specialize in is helping seniors with their quality of life as they continue to age. And right now, Medicare enrollment, this is an important time.
It very well is. And so from October 15th through December 7th, as y'all may be aware, is Medicare enrollment time. And so it's usually, I have to say it becomes a little bit of a tenuous time for people because they get a little bit nervous about all of the options, all of the choices, making the right choices, which plan to take. And so it can be a very difficult time for people. And so for us at Kellum Family Medicine, we have people, and if you were to call our number, 945-212-1210, we have someone that can really walk you through that independent of us, really more specific and tailored to the individual diseases that you have, medicines that you have, to make sure that you find a fit in terms of the insurances for your conditions. Because everybody has a little bit of a difference in terms of how much they cover, what they cover. And I think plans need to be as specific to the individual as they possibly can. And so for anyone that needs help, we have resources that we trust. And then there's other ones, as you may see on television all the time. My only hesitation with that, and I would warn people, is that sometimes individuals try to sell you plans as opposed to help you find the plan that you need. And so that would be a caution that I would say to be careful with, and speak to your doctor, speak to us about that, because you don't want to get into a plan that you get stuck in for a year. You want to make sure you're in the right plan that cares for you, because to your point, Gabe, we want to make sure that we're able to create an environment of managing diseases that are present, whether chronic or new, but also want to make sure that you're in a plan that really promotes preventative care, because that's really, I think, where our advantage is. People live longer, they live healthier, they want to be active. And if you choose the right plan that allows us to be able to do all the preventative care that is necessary, then that's when we get individuals like your dad and my dad who age gracefully, age as like they want to, or as active as they choose to be.
And one of the things, because my dad asked me, he's like, tell me about measures. Why are measures so important? And I love it because the way that Medicare Advantage and Medicare programs, it's based off of measures, and it kind of falls right in line with how you practice medicine to begin with.
True. So measures are just sort of a 30,000-foot view. Measures are the way that Medicare grades us in many ways, that we're providing all of the preventative care necessary, as well as controlling things like blood pressure and sugars and getting mammograms and colonoscopies. And so
getting your eyes checked,
all that stuff. So those measures are really important for us, because they indicate that we're doing our job right. So when we're asking people, please get your mammogram, get your colonoscopy, the primary reason we're doing it is because it's the right thing to do for your health.
Which is why I say you already practice that kind of medicine.
And for patients to understand that when we're doing that, it really is to make sure we're meeting all the things that we need to meet to ensure, to the best of our ability, that we're catching things early or affirming that you're very healthy. Second to that, though, we get looked at on the backside to make sure that we're actually doing those things. And so for a lot of us that do it in the natural, it's not as much of an issue. Some doctors may have a little bit more difficulty with that, but really it's for patients to understand that we're just trying to do absolutely everything that you deserve to have done for you and your care, and also meet the requirements that are out there for doctors to navigate through.
And you actually have somebody on staff that deals specifically with senior care. Not a lot of providers do that. You have a dedicated line. You have somebody who is a specialist that deals specifically with our seniors.
Right. So we have an independent individual that's not affiliated with our practice, but we trust, that can help navigate information. But we also have actually 5 people on our staff that deal with senior care alone. And we have a on-call number 24 hours, 7 days a week. If ever there's an issue, that's always accessible for Medicare patients, so that when they have questions, if something comes up, they really can help keep people out of ERs, out of hospitals, because we don't want that to be the case for most individuals. And the problem is, if you're sick at night and you get scared and you go to the ER, I mean, those are trips that people, I don't think, have to do all the time. So we want to be a liaison for that. But yes, we have a full staff that we have hired that really focuses on senior care, because, it's something that we're passionate about. It's a part of what we've done for over 30 years now. And it really does make a difference in the community of seniors that honor us with the ability to take care of them.
Now, I tend to ask weird questions. Yes. You know this. I'm not the sharpest pebble in the pond, so to speak. Okay? But you obviously, when people say doctors heal people, yes, you do that. But to me, the thing that I love the most about you, what does the phrase improving your quality of life mean to you?
It means if you never had to come see us again, then we're doing our job right.
Fantastic, yeah.
And the idea that we're improving your quality of life, simple things, for example, if you're a little short of breath, if you have asthma, let's just say, or COPD. So if you smoked and you're a little short of breath and you're wheezing, here we certainly will explain the pluses and minuses, but we're not going to nag people about smoking because they know that that's not the best thing to do. But if you walk around with a little shortness of breath and you're used to it, that's okay. But if we can give you something or do something that allows you a 50% improvement in how you feel every day, that's a big, big deal.
Yeah.
And so we look at those things and we try to make sure we're maximizing the things that we can do, not always medicines, sometimes information, sometimes activities, but we're looking at things that we can maximize to really make sure that we improve that quality of life. Because for me, every percentage counts, because every percentage we gain is an improvement that you feel every day in what you do. And I think that's really very important.
Yeah, and I'll give you a personal experience from this. This was back when I first started seeing you. I had asthma, I had chronic asthma, and it was athletics-induced asthma, whether I was playing softball or, I played college football with a trainer that was assigned to me with a rescue inhaler. Right. When I came to see you, he said, you know what? There are medicines out there that are preventative that you can actually take. And it was a green medicine, a green spray and a red spray. And I took those. I have not had an asthma attack from that time. And folks, I mean, he's my friend and we're doing a podcast right now. But ultimately, you improved the quality of my life from that day. I'm 53 now. I think when I first saw you, I was in my mid-20s. So
we can tell that story one day too.
We can we can tell that story one day. I'm still a little bitter about it, but for another time. But really, that's a great story and emblematic of how you care and treat for people.
Right. And no, that. Thank you for mentioning that. But that is exactly what I'm talking about. And so the first thing to do, though, is to get in front of somebody, be able to explain the symptoms, have them listen to you, which I think is a really important part and something that we try to really pride ourselves here at Kellum Family Medicine. And then we can work together as a team to really come up with a solution to really chip away at those things so that you can feel as good as you can feel, which means then you can go visit your grandkids. You can go to the baseball field. Yeah. You can go watch them play in the hot sun because you're not feeling so terrible that you can't make it, or that we can help you ambulate so that you can maybe have a cart or have a walker or just walk better so you can make it from the parking lot to see your grandson play basketball. I mean, little things like that mean the world to y'all, I know, as grandparents, that are sometimes hindered by by things that bother you. And so when we get all of that information, we understand how important that is as being a family. And those are the things that we want to make a difference with. And I think every doctor should make a difference with that. But that is the promise that we have and the focus that we have here at Kellum Family Medicine in our senior care program.
Yeah, Dr. Kellum, when is open enrollment end again?
December 7th.
So from now until December 7th, if you're a senior, if you're the son and daughter and you have senior parents and you're trying to find a provider, 210-945-2121 or visit KellumMD.com. Get your parents in, get them visited and choose Kellum Family Medicine because I promise you, my mother, my father, I've got aunts and uncles. They've all gone through the Kellum family realm of care, and they have been fantastic. Dr. Kellum, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, just really quickly. And to that, and thank you for all of that. But even if you are taking care of your parents and you have questions, feel free to call us. Sure. I mean, certainly we would love for you to be patients at Kellum Family Medicine. That would be an honor for us. But the truth for me, the passion comes in the fact that y'all get the plans and the care that you need that are specific to y'all. So even if you just need to call us as a resource, and then we're able to help you find the doctor that maybe is closer to you or find the plan that works better for you. That's really what our purpose and our service is for people. And so, again, use us as a resource, use us as a provider. We are here to help our community in any way that we can.
Dr. Kellum, on a much, much more serious note, when does Christmas start for you? Because for me, it starts the day after Halloween. And everyone says I'm a weirdo and an idiot. Please confirm that I'm not a weirdo and an idiot for putting up my Christmas tree and my lights already.
The Christmas tree and the lights are not indicative of why you're a weirdo and an idiot. However, I would say I'm kind of with you on that. Because we have our Christmas tree up in our house.
Yes. My team is getting driven crazy because I'm playing like 14 different versions of Holly Jolly Christmas.
That's when you play?
In different languages.
Whoa.
Yeah, try to listen to the Cambodian version of Holly Jolly Christmas. You're going to be blown away. That's really going to get you in the spirit.
We go back to one of our old podcasts about famous Christmas movies.
Oh, that's right.
And remember Zach, what he chose?
Yeah, was it Die Hard? What was his movie?
It was not Elf. Maybe it was
What was your movie?
It was The Grinch.
The Grinch. And very emblematic.
It was of Zach.
Yes. Actually, it couldn't be farther. He's like one of the nicest.
Yeah.
I call him glass half full. I'm like, The Grinch? That's the movie that you think of Christmas?
As a classic, mind you.
Yeah.
But that's for another podcast.
Mine is, I start every Christmas holiday season by watching Daddy's Home 2 with Will Ferrell and Marky Mark. I can't explain it. I love that movie.
Mine's Four Christmases.
Really? Yeah. With Vince Vaughn. Yeah. Very, very funny. Very funny movie. Dr. Kellum, we're going to start doing these things regular again. I'm excited about this.
It's good seeing you, my friend.
Thanksgiving, we're talking Christmas. We got Thanksgiving holidays. Yeah. But again, folks, if seniors that are looking for a doctor's office, Kellum Family Medicine here in Schertz. We've got a location in Bergheim, soon to have a location off of Braun and 1604 as you continue to grow.
Or at my father's practice off of Marbach Road.
Yeah.
All part of the family, all give great care, and we'll help y'all in any way that we can.
KellumMD.com is not only the place to book those appointments, get more information, it's also the sponsor of this podcast. For Dr. Daniel H. Kellum Jr., I'm Gabe Farias. Stay healthy, folks.